Good afternoon, Big Brother fans. This is Mike, aka BB Gossip, and I thought I would record a little quick hello on December 24th, Christmas Eve to many of you. I hope you're having a good holiday season, whatever you happen to celebrate. And I am just running back from the store after going in to do some last minute shopping. We're having family come over for Christmas Eve, then we're going to have family come over for Christmas Day. Should be a good time. And I just wanted to do a quick little Twitter, since I've been a little bit more Spreaker recording, since I've been a little bit more active on Twitter than normally, but a lot of it is centered around the whole kerfuffle going on with Elon Musk taking it over and all of that. So I'm going to try to keep it fairly short and sweet. That's not really what I was popping on to talk about, but let me just mention briefly, Twitter is what it is. It's probably going to be fine in the end, but it has given me a scare or two, and I have certainly looked at alternatives just in case something goes extremely wrong. So I have set up an account on Mastodon. I have set up an account on Post.news, which honestly I like better than Mastodon. But chances are none of that will come into play. But in case it does, you know they're there. So, and you can always go to bigbrothergossip.com to find out what's going on if all else fails, or at least links to where to find out things are going on. So let's talk about Big Brother. I've got no Big Brother news. There is nothing going on except for there was talk about possibly another celebrity Big Brother, and the word on the street is that it's probably not happening this winter, which I'm fine with. We also have, I think, a Big Brother Australia is coming out sometime in the next month or two, as well as Canadian Big Brother will be starting in the next month or two. Now, I don't follow Canadian Big Brother very closely, but I do try to keep people informed when it's coming on and stuff like that. So what else can I talk about? Couple of things. First thing, last night out of the blue, I decided to log on and look up the iTunes reviews of this podcast, this little CarCast. I hadn't looked at it for months, to be honest. And surprisingly, there was more reviews than I expected there. I haven't looked for a while. So thank you, those of you that left reviews. Even though the few of you that left reviews were a bit negative, that's okay. I get it. I am not everyone's cup of tea. I am a bit distracted. Someone's review was, I seem to be distracted while driving and don't seem to be very good at keeping names straight of Big Brother contestants, so I'm kind of not very good at either of those things. And it's okay. There are people that love me for what I am and people that don't, and I'm okay with all of it. I did read it. I appreciate any and all reviews, and even though it took me a while, I have read them all now. So thank you, those of you that have left them. That is basically the best place to leave reviews. Most other places, it's hard to get to the comments. iTunes makes it really easy. I haven't checked Spotify or Stitcher. Spreaker, I get an email when people leave comments there, but usually it's just Iowa Grandma Deb who leaves those, and I see those when that happens. So appreciate it, really do. Thank you to my patrons. My patrons number is low, but I do appreciate you guys. I have a patron post like 3/4 of the way written. I need to finish it and send it in the next day or two. So I do appreciate all my patrons, those of you that have stuck with me through thick and thin. Very kind of you, again. And then, so what else did I want to talk about? The other thing I wanted to briefly touch on was the show The Traitors, which I have tweeted about several times. Some of you hopefully have had a chance to check it out. It is available. There's three different shows, right? There is a Australian version, which is out completely, and I've watched and tweeted about. There is also a UK version, which the finale was yesterday. I have now watched the finale. I watched it last night. Very good. Liked it. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. And then there is a USA version that is coming out on the Peacock, and it comes out like, I want to say January 23rd is the date that comes to mind. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. They've got big shoes to fill is all I can say. But I'm going to watch it, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt for now. And we'll talk about it later once it's actually out. So let's go back. The Australian version I watched last month. There is a website that I have talked about before. It's shvideo or shvideos.net. So sh and then the word video or videos, I can't remember which, and then a dot and net. If you go there, it's Australian reality TV stuff. Lots of stuff to get to the technical side of stuff. Those videos appear to be hosted on Russian websites, so bear that in mind. Not like there's some big conspiracy going on, but just know that that's why they seem to be getting away with it, because the actual videos are hosted on on another site, kind of a thing. But I have delved into them. I have watched them. I'm not giving the Russians any kind of revenue. It's just free web hosting or free file hosting. But there are lots and lots of Australian-based reality shows posted there, including the Traitors, which is the Australian version, and it was very good. I enjoyed it a lot. It was the first show. It was the first version of the show to be posted. So you should check it out if you can. Go to that website. You can work on your phone. It'll work on a computer. Nothing nefarious is going to happen. There's no major pop-ups or anything. You can always use a pop-up block or an ad blocker if you want. But I've not experienced any kind of problems with it, and I've been going to that site for several years at this point. The next version of the Traitors was the UK version, which I said just ended last night. I was a little bit worried that it might not be as good. I wasn't sure. I didn't know why. I mean, I like UK and Australian reality shows, so it was different host, obviously, different location. By the way, the UK location is the same location used for the American version, based on the reporter. They say it's in a castle in the Scottish Highlands. That's where the UK version was filmed. The Australian version was filmed in Australia. So the UK version, again, really good, really enjoyed it. Actually, some slight differences in the gameplay than in the Australian version. So either they made some tweaks or they just decided to tweak it a little bit. In the end, I was happy with both series. I wouldn't recommend one over the other. They both had their pluses and not very many minuses. My biggest minus, and I've already talked about that, I think, is that they compete as a group for a prize to build their prize pool, and there's no incentive for the traders themselves to prevent that from being grown. I mean, they want to win it too, so they all have to work together. So there's very little opportunity when you're watching those competitions for there to be any major drama, because they're all working together. So I did it even last night during the finale, the very last competition for money. They were in a boat racing up and down a lock to get little clues. This is not spoiling anything. And honestly, I fast forwarded through it. I didn't need to see it, because in the end they're going to win what they're going to win, and there would be no fallout from that competition. Usually, every once in a while, on a couple of both shows, on a couple of different of those competitions, someone said something that made another person go like, "Well, that was suspect," and so you might have to watch for that. But really, very few and far behind reasons for you to watch the competitions. It's a way to speed up the show if you wanted to get through stuff. But it was still good. It's still entertaining. It's still told well. I really think the storytelling, I was thinking to myself last night, the storytelling in the UK version was really good. The music is done well. The mood is set. There's some repetition of, the stuff, but it wasn't horrible. Initially, I was a bit concerned about the host, Claudia, because someone immediately commented when I said it was going to be on, commented that they didn't like her, they didn't care for her. But you know what? She was really good. I really liked her. She seemed to be, if she wasn't into it, she sure faked it well. She seemed to really be in it and really rooting for everybody in the show, encouraging them, and just excited for them when things went well. Whereas the Australian host, he was a fine guy too, but he seemed to be more above all of it a little bit above it. She seemed to be much more invested in it. So in the end, if I had to choose, I liked Claudia more than I liked the guy whose name I can't think of right now. But they were both still very, very good at what they did. I enjoyed them both, so no knock there. I can't remember who the host is for the U.S. version, but we'll see. But anyways, it's worth checking out. Now, the UK version it's harder to get to. It is posted Lots of episodes of it are posted. All of the episodes are posted on Dailymotion. Dailymotion.com is a kind of a YouTube alternative, and it's kind of a fringe YouTube alternative. There's lots of stuff there that people might have copyright issues with and stuff. So I'm just letting you know. But there's nothing nefarious, nothing malware-y about it. You can go to Dailymotion.com, you create an account, you can log in, and if you search for the Traitors UK. And I even think Australia, but if you search for the Traitors UK, you will find the episodes. They usually list it by season 1, episode blah. There were 12 episodes. I don't know if there's 12 episodes of the Australia, but there were 12 episodes of the UK. And so the best thing would be to have a playlist. I thought my playlist was shareable because I created one, but it wasn't. People can't see my playlist. So what I'm going to do in the next day or so, hopefully, is I'm going to write up a blog post on BigBrotherGossip.com where I link to the individual episodes on Dailymotion so that you can go there and click, and watch it rather than having to search for it and everything. So if you're willing to wait, I'll do a post on Big Brother Gossip soon. I'll see if I can do it with the Australian one as well. I don't think it's as necessary. The only thing that the knock on the Australian site is that they show the show all the episodes at once in chronological order, but they show the most recent at the beginning of your search. So you have to kind of scroll to the bottom and kind of avert your eyes in case you see people that, oh, they're still in at the end. I know that. They're still, that's the problem with some of these shows. It's always a problem they've always had with reality shows on any kind of previews is that the previews often tell you who's left. And you don't want to know that on a reality show, right? So I will see possibly about linking to the Australian shows by episode as well to kind of make a playlist for you guys to check out if you're interested. That's really what I jumped on here to talk about. I have managed to get it all done in a short drive because I was doing a very short drive. We're at, what time are we at here? We're at 12 minutes. Not bad. So thanks again for listening. Again, I appreciate all of you that have left reviews on iTunes. Very cool. And feel free to go there and leave one now if you want or whatever, or update yours, whatever you want to do. But just know that I do appreciate all of you. Thank you for checking it out and indulging me. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your year. If you're struggling, please, take care of yourself. Get help if you need to from anybody, because I also understand it can be a very lonely time of the year. And so there's a lot of people I know that run in this world that watch these kind of things as an escapism to get away from, things that are not as pleasant and stuff. So, but everybody's valuable. Every one of you is valuable. Don't ever think you are. I realize I can't, my words aren't going to change anyone. But just know that I really do care deeply for all of you guys. I appreciate you all. And I appreciate all the feedback you give me, and I do read all of the tweets I get. I try to like them, all those kind of things. But just hang in there, be well, and we will talk to you all. I don't think I'll talk to you all yet this year, but if nothing else, we'll talk to you next year, right? Thanks again, and I'm out of here. Bye-bye, everybody.